Hello, everyone. I'm Mark. Today, I want to talk to you about my incomplete love. That unfinished love story wasn't torturous or thrilling, but I made it crazier than that for me to endure so much pain and shame because of everything I've done. My parents divorced when I was young. I have lived with my father, and my mother moved to another place. My father was always busy with his business. My mother remarried a year later, so they didn't have time to care about me. My life went on until one day I met Lisa when we joined a volunteer group before Thanksgiving Day for the Salvation Army. That day, the girl had fair skin, flared eyes, plump red lips, and long brown hair that made my heart flutter. Ever since meeting Lisa, my mind has been completely thinking about her. More surprisingly, when Lisa was the one who took initiative to get to know me. She is friendly and cheerful. We talk more, get closer, understand each other better. 3 months later, I said love. And we also have happy, romantic days together. At that time, we were all students, passionately passionate. After graduating, I continued to pursue a master's degree program, and Lisa had a stable job. Studying, taking exams, reporting, discussing, researching. The stacking position made me unable to pay enough attention to Lisa. Lisa once scolded me that she didn't want to wait for me. She also needed someone to take care of her. Lisa was sobbing, and I was silent. And so on, we gradually apart, though never said goodbye. After finishing 2 years of study, I went to work, and here I met Linda, my current wife. Linda is not the type of woman I like, but she has feelings for me. At a company party, I got drunk. Linda took me home to take care of me. I also don't remember clearly, just vaguely remembering that I had no control over my actions. And we went over the limit. 2 months later, Linda said she was pregnant. I believed it is my child, and I took responsibility for a wedding with Linda, even though I didn't love her. In my mind, I still miss Lisa very much. But I hope time will make me love my wife more. A few months after my wedding, during my dinner, my father happily said, I had new happiness. My father also needed to find his happiness because he was lonely for so long. My dad is great. He did not think of his happiness, but worried about me. I am really happy and fully support this, hoping my father will remarry soon to have someone to take care of him. My dad is great. He did not think of his happiness, but only worried about me. A week later, my father announced that he would take his loved one home for dinner with everyone, and the two of them are also planning to get married before my wife gives birth to a baby. That night, I came home from work earlier. My wife was well prepared to welcome new members. At 7 p.m., my dad's car stopped in front of the gate. I opened the door. It's unbelievable. In front of me, it is her, Lisa. I was speechless, and I didn't know what to say. And Lisa saw me. She was a little confused, averted my eyes. The dinner took place with only the happy conversation of my father, my wife, and Lisa. I took the reason to be tired, so I said nothing, hurriedly ate quickly, then went to my room. I haven't seen Lisa in nearly 2 years, but sometimes in my dreams, my thoughts still show up in her eyes and her sunny smile. Until today, I met again the person who I love has been my stepmother. The world is so big. Why did Lisa choose my father to be her husband? My dad and Lisa's wedding went as planned. Seeing them hand in hand, walking into the altar, I was bitter, but not jealous because I didn't have the right to be jealous. From the day Lisa returned to live in the same house, I found that she loved my father very much and treated everyone with respect and sensitivity. For her not to be awkward with me, I all justified my busy work, so I went home early and rarely ate at home. Lisa is a few years older than my wife, so they seem to get along quite well. My wife talks more to Lisa, so she doesn't notice the abnormal changes in me. She also simply thought that my busy work was real. In the 7th month of pregnancy, my wife suggested to me that she wanted to take a long holiday to take a break before preparing to give birth to a baby. But because I'm so busy, Linda might go with her family. Of course, I have no objections to this, but what a coincidence. When Linda had just started the one-day trip, my dad also announced that he had to go on a business trip for 2 weeks. I had no idea how Lisa would face her when only she and I were at home. As usual, I returned when it was very late. Turning on the living room light, I was startled to see Lisa quietly sitting on the sofa. 2 confused eyes met. I was about to turn to walk to my room when Lisa ran to hug me from behind. Her gentle scent made me swoon with uncontrollable emotions. Our distance now is just a rotation, but is the edge of abyss. As much as I missed, I nearly asked Lisa why I left me that day. She choked, "Your love at that time made me so tired. I want to choose a man who can identify with certainty to get married, bringing me a safe life later. But actually, I have never forgotten you. Unexpectedly, we have to face each other in such a situation. And all night we were together, talking, recovering the loving feeling of our first love. I felt her soft breath, trembling, remaining in her soft, weak hands. The reason has not won over love. In this house, for the first time, only me and Lisa. We came to each other in our uplifting happiness, in our foolish craziness. The affair with my former lover made me forget all the obsession of sin with my father and my wife. When my father and wife came home, Lisa and I continued to keep that sneaky relationship. Yes, I had an affair with my stepmother. We secretly dated outside the hotel, sometimes in my bedroom when my father and wife were not at home. The covert relationship lasted about 1 month when my wife discovered. It was an evening when my father was busy with his partner, who had not yet returned, and Linda had a coffee appointment with a close friend. Lisa came to the room to find me, and we frantically wrapped up again. While doing that, the door of my room opened. Linda screamed, "My God, what are you doing there?" My wife rushed towards Lisa, slapping a slap on her face. Lisa did not react either. She lowered her head and apologized, then left quietly. My wife angrily threw furniture in the room. I did not know how to explain now. I just hoped Linda to calm down so as not to affect the baby. She punched me repeatedly and said, "If I hadn't left my phone, if I hadn't come back suddenly like this, when would you deceive me?" Just like that, Linda cried nonstop until she put her head on me and fell asleep tiredly. Looking at my wife, I felt like a really stupid, crazy moron. A week passed by when Linda found out about the story. The three of us were silent. The family atmosphere is bleak. My dad is busy with a new business. He doesn't have time to care for his family. Yesterday, Lisa informed me that she was pregnant. She wasn't sure if the pregnancy was mine or my father's, so now she was worried about what to do. My heart is upset and restless. In my time of need, I intend to seek death to flee. But that is cowardly. Sometimes I thought I would kneel in front of my father and my wife to apologize, hoping they would forgive me. But my father is old. His health is not the same as before. If he knew that his feelings were deceived, his stepmother and son-in-law had an affair with each other, not knowing how much he would collapse. Now, I don't know what to do right. Can you help me? Please give me sincere advice.